Hey, what's up guys, Dragonix here, and today I am going to be bringing you a tutorial on how to get the Katana in the forest. Now I have played the entire story of this game and completed both endings, but I did not record those. I may do so eventually. Now, first things first, I am going to be using God mode in this, and I will be starting a new game for it. For those of you who want to activate God mode, I will actually display on the screen right now what you have to type in, and you have to type it in on this screen first, and then once we get into the game I'll continue and tell you the instructions on how to get God mode after that. Now in here you want to type developer mode on. Once that's done, you don't have to press anything else, just hit single player or multiplayer. Single player, as far as I'm aware, is the only one that it actually works on. I haven't tested it on multiplayer, but let's see. Now I'm going to go normal for this one, because you do need to see the enemies, and in peaceful and creative there aren't any enemies, and even trying to turn them on has not worked for me. So, let's skip that. That's not exactly important at the moment. Alright, we've woken up. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do before you go and try and find the katana is hit F1 on your keyboard. That will bring up the developer mode. Then you want to type in God mode, that's all one word, space, on. Hit enter, and you'll notice that my hunger, water, energy, and everything just instantly went up. Now if you're using God mode, you don't have to worry about anything here. It is. Now I will speed up the process and slow down at key landmarks here. So pay close attention to where I'm going and the landmarks. You don't need the map for this one, it's actually quite simple to remember where to go. And I'll see you guys at each location. Alrighty guys, so this is the first key landmark you want to look out for. You can also look out for the tree up there or the yacht on the other side of that little hill. It's actually not so little once you get up there. And there's also a tent here and a computer in which you can actually get the motherboards from requirements for bombs. There's also a tin you can use to get water, there's some tape, and you can save here if you want. And snooze, if needed. Alright, so this is the first one you want to look out for. Next thing you want to do is you want to travel... Oh my god, I can't talk today. You want to travel along the coastline here. And eventually you'll reach the other landmark that I was talking about, which is right next to the sinkhole in the middle of the map. Or at least close to the middle of the map it is. It was in the middle in the beta. Map hasn't changed that much. Alrighty. I'll head there now. And meet you guys back there. Oh, alcohol. Alrighty guys, so these containers here are actually the next landmark you want to look out for. You'll be able to see them from over there, and it isn't actually that far away from the camp. Now inside these are motherboards, and I believe it's in this one, but there's also a shipping manifest in one of these. Now where is it? Okay, so maybe it's not in that one. I think it might randomize each time. It's in one of the ones on land. But this is the next one you want to look out for, guys. And I'll meet you all at the... Oh, it's in that one. And I'll meet you all at the next one. guys, so that rock wall dam type thing over there is actually the next one that you want to look out for. You can also look out for the cannibal village, which is actually right there. Now, if you are going along the coastline by the time you pass the cannibal village or anywhere around it, you do want to be careful, because just in case you missed it, there were actually cannibals on the screen and they just ran away as we approached. Thank God, because I didn't want to have to deal with them. Alrighty, let's go. There is a cave here. I can't quite remember what it's for yet, so I will explore that. If there's anything important down there, I will make another tutorial for you guys on how to get what's down there, which way you have to go in the cave, and all that. So here's your sinkhole right here, and a cannibal just screamed, which means they've probably spotted me and will come after me shortly. So here's the sinkhole. I've got God mode on, so falling down won't hurt me, but I don't want to do that because then I have to stuff around getting back up. Now there is an armsy and 3 cannibals down there that you'll have to fight when you get in. There may be more near the door down there, I'm not 100% sure. But inside that little pond down there, can't really see it too well from the surface, there is actually another cave which you can go in. I can't quite remember what you get out of it. It's been a while since I went down the sinkhole last. But there is something down there. I'm not exactly sure what. So don't hold me to anything on that one, guys. Alrighty, then you want to carry on actually up this river just as I have been doing. Now the path along the side of the rock wall will actually bring you to this area, and you want to keep going this way. I've slowed the video back down to normal speed for this part, because this part is when you actually need to know where to go exactly. It is pretty close, and it is quite easy to lose the actual cave. If you want to remember where the cave is, then you can just put down a stick marker. Unfortunately I cannot do that because I won't have the materials for it, and I'm not playing in creative. And the reason I'm not playing in creative, in case you missed it at the start of the video and I wasn't speaking clearly enough, is because there are enemies in the Katana cave, but they're not in the part of the Katana, and it took me a second to realize she was there then. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore her. So this is the Katana cave here, I'm gonna ignore him as well. So what you want to do is you want to go down here, turn your light on. Slide down. Now you don't have to worry about enemies at the bottom of this part of the cave, because there aren't actually any down here. And I'm just going to drop off because I can. But normally you'll just slide down that. Don't drop off, otherwise you will probably die. Remember, I've got God mode on. There's a bunch of cloth down here. There's some drawings. Part of the toy. Oh, there goes my light. Alright. So once you get down there, you'll want to turn around and head down to this end of the cave. Now, what you'll want to do before you climb up this rope is actually you'll want to turn your light off and then go up the rope. Well, once you get up to the top, you'll want to go straight into a crouch. Yes, there's money there. Because down there, there's an armsy and 3 cannibals which you'll have to fight if you're making too much noise or they see your light. And you just want to head left down here, up this way, take a right, because, well, that's the only way you can go. Head down here. Now over here on this little upcrop of a rock, that's when you're safe to stand up, turn your light back on, and charge it down. Don't mind the screams, you'll hear that, but he won't actually come after you. Alright, you just want to keep heading straight down, crouch under this, and in here, right by the Japanese man by the computer, is the Katana. Oh yes, look at that beautiful thing. Look at that. Now there's also a bunch of money down here, there's flares, food, stopwatches, pretty much, and alcohol. Pretty much everything you need to build bombs. There's jerry cans for the chainsaw, which I will leave a tutorial to once I find it myself, as that is the one weapon I have not been able to find yet. Now, where was that little bit of the cave? Ah, here it is. So you can come down here. There's these crates which are filled with soda, which you will end up needing, especially if you're going exploring in caves. You can destroy these little wood parts, and boom, you've also got yourself a torch. Now you can attach the torch to the bow. There was many things you could attach it to. Let's get a gaze at what we can attach it to. You can do it to the bow, the chainsaw, the pistol, and the modern bow. Now the modern bow is actually the hardest weapon in the game. A lot of tutorials out there will say that you need the rock climbing axe, but you actually don't need it. You only need the rebreather and to ignore all the enemies, otherwise you run the risk of dying. I will release a tutorial on how to get that shortly, so stay tuned for more guys. That's it from me. Dragonix, out!